Hello everyone, my name is Nur Alya Natasha binti Shalihin. Today I will present my topic, metadata in everyday life. Here is the introduction. First, let me explain what is metadata. So basically, metadata is data about data. It means information that describe other information or digital files. So metadata help user to organize, search, identify and retrieve information easily. So without metadata, it would be difficult to manage digital information properly. So there are three main types of metadata, which is the descriptive metadata, administrative metadata and the technical metadata. For the descriptive metadata, this type describes a resource for identification and searching purpose. For example, like the title, author, abstract, and keywords. And for the administrative metadata, this metadata helps manage a resource. So examples like the file size, the permissions, the ownership, and the date the file was created. And the technical metadata, which is this type, relates to how system or device functions. Like the examples are the device informations, the file format, resolution, and the camera settings. So basically, metadata is very important because it helps digital system become more organized and efficient. So here are the examples of metadata in everyday life. So first, we go through the metadata in digital media. Here is the metadata in digital media. So digital media includes like the photo, the videos, or the audio files. So like whenever we take a picture using a smartphone, the metadata will automatically stored in inside the file. So here are the examples of metadata in digital media, which is I use this photo as example. As you can see here, in this photo there are metadata includes, which is the file name, date and time taken, the device used, camera settings, resolution, the file size, and the GPS locations. So there are types of metadata also include. And for the descriptive metadata, which is the date, time, and location, as you can see in the picture, the date taken was like May 2, 2026, and then the time is 6:21 p.m. and then the location is at China Friendship Park, Malaysia. For the technical metadata, includes the camera settings, the resolution, and the device info, as you guys can see in the picture. The camera settings, the ultra wide camera, and more. And then the administration includes the file size and the file format. As you can see, the file size is about 2.1 MB. So this metadata help user organize photo easily and search for file faster. For example, user can just search photos by the date or the location of the photo. Next, we move to metadata in social media. So social media platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and more use metadata to manage content and improve user experience. So as you can see here, the example I use for the social media platform is the Facebook. There are metadata includes, which is the caption, the hashtags, the location tag, the username and posting, date and the resolution and the file size, device and the file format. So there are types of metadata also include, which is the descriptive, as you can see the caption here, and the hashtag, which is the hashtag beautiful, and then the technical metadata used, which is the device use, of course, and then the file format and the platform data, and the administrative, which is the username, which is you can see the username, and then the posting date, which is 4 days ago. For the engagement, it includes like the likes, comments, and share for the interaction with the user. So metadata in social media is important because it helps user discover content more easily. So especially for the content creators, hashtag and descriptions help increase the engagement and reach more audience. So it also helps the platforms provide personalized recommendations based on user interests. Next, we move to metadata in web browsing. So as you can see here, These are the example I use, which is the Google Scholar. So website contain metadata inside the HTML source code. Usually metadata is stored in meta text. So for examples, I include the web page descriptions, the keywords, the browser compatibility, and the UTF-8 encoding. There are three types of metadata used in the web browsing, which is the descriptive metadata, such as the web page descriptions and the keywords, and then the technical metadata, such as the browser compatibility, and then the administrative metadata, such as the web page indexing and information. So metadata is important in web browsing because it helps search engines find and display web pages quickly. Like for example, when users search information on Google, metadata will help show the relevant websites appear in the search result. So this will make the information easier and faster to access. Next, we move to metadata in e-commerce and online transactions. Here, as you can see, the example, platforms like Shopee or Lazada use metadata to organize product and transactions. As you can see here, I use Shopee platform as an example of the metadata, which is there are metadata includes, which is the product name, price, category, ratings and reviews, seller information, the order ID, the payment method, and the delivery status. There are the three main types that include, which is descriptive metadata includes the product name, the category, and the reviews. And then the technical metadata includes the transaction records and the system performance. And also the administrative metadata includes the shipping methods, stock information, and return policies. So with this, the metadata will help user filters and find product more easily. So it also supports secure and smooth online transactions. So in addition, metadata allows platforms to recommend products based on user preferences and browsing history. Now we move to metadata in document emails. So here are the example I have choose, which is the email from Cotton On, which like the metadata in emails, documents help user manage communication and files efficiently. As you can see, here is the metadata that include in the email. So as you can see here, it includes like the sender and the recipient information, the subject line, date and time the email sent, the file or message size, message ID, server details, and the security informations. So here there are main three types that metadata that includes, which is the descriptive metadata includes the subject line and the sender name. As you can see, the sender it is from Perks by Cotton On and Co. And then the administrative metadata includes reply information and the timestamps. And then the technical metadata includes the message ID and the encryption details. This metadata will help user organize emails, search important messages, and improve productivity. So for example, users can quickly search emails by sender name or date. Lastly, I will conclude my presentation, which is metadata is very important in every digital life. It helps organize information, improve communication, and make system more efficient. So metadata is widely used in digital media, social media, web browsing, e-commerce, documents, and emails. So without metadata, digital system would become difficult to manage and information would be harder to find. So overall, metadata makes digital system more structured, faster, and easier for use for both users and organizations. That is all from me. Thank you for listening.